Hey, I hope you're having an amazing start to your day. I've really excited about today's session where we're going to be looking at how to create your own website within GrooveFunnels. And what's prompted this video is I've been looking at some of the how-to videos within GrooveFunnels. I've been doing some of my own research and trying to work out an easy way for getting my website, which is currently hosted with WordPress, and all my content and everything is on WordPress. I wanted to work out how I could get that layout and how I could recreate that into GrooveFunnels. So if you currently have a website and you're thinking, actually, free hosting sounds pretty cool and it's pretty quick, then accessing GrooveFunnels or the GrooveFunnels free package for you, you can set up 3 websites for free. Yes, that's 3 websites for free. This is also a little, quite a cool hack if you're creating websites for other people. So if you want to create GrooveFunnels for other people and they have their own GrooveFunnels account, what you can do is export the code and import it. But anyway, I don't really want to go into much of the detail right now. I want you to think about, when it comes to WordPress is an absolute nightmare. It can be an absolute nightmare at times. Working your way around the back office. I don't know about you, but it's created so many headaches for me. I've then had to bring in developers and people who know how to code, and that's been an absolute pain in the butt. Now, the 2 methods I'm going to show you today, one would actually require a coder at some point if you wanted to make edits to your website. I don't know whether this feature is going to be improved on GrooveFunnels. I imagine it is, because it changes the game completely and can produce some ethical uses of cloning. So do not do this at home. Please do not do this at home and copy somebody else's website, because you will get in trouble. And also the links will all be backlinking back to their website. So they probably wouldn't mind too much. But if you're trying to defraud people, then, please don't follow this video. So how to create your own websites within GrooveFunnels. And this is for any small business owner, that is looking at creating their own website. Maybe you're wanting to become a YouTube influencer. Maybe you're trying to improve maybe you want a website that becomes your CV. How cool would that be if you sent somebody a link to your website, which is actually your CV? How different would that appeal to other people? And if you're applying for jobs in the tech industry, how cool would that be? So there's all these things that you can do within with a website, and the fact that you can get it for free right now, not to mention the fact that I'm also going to give you some bonuses to help you get started, so you're not going to be on your own. I've set up a Groove page, Get Your Groove Online, to introduce this content to people that are interested in getting their business online. They want to understand the online marketing world. They want to understand the strategy behind it. One of the things I'm really struggling with at the moment is actually when I do these tutorials, normally I get my iPad out and I draw loads of pictures. Unfortunately, I haven't found a way yet with StreamYard to be able to share my iPad screen, which is a bit of a nightmare. So if you do have any questions, please do ask any questions. I'm just going to have a look, see if anyone's joining me. So if you have any questions that you've got, any burning questions in your head, even as I'm going through, please do interrupt me, because I want to make this as interactive as possible. You will have to give StreamYard permission to be able to contact you via the comments, because I'm using StreamYard as an intermediary, if that makes sense. So what happens with StreamYard, StreamYard's a fantastic tool, and I'm not going to go into detail about that, but effectively what that means is StreamYard is talking to Facebook, and Facebook, in order to Facebook to talk back to StreamYard, you need to give StreamYard permission to be able to access that message. So if you are posting comments on YouTube or Facebook, I probably will not see them unless you actually tick the box to allow comments. So please do that straight away. And that will enable me to make this more interactive. So if you've got any questions, I can deal with those questions then and there. Anyway, I hope you're having a fantastic day, and let's jump right in. So let's go to, Okay. Right, so this is my current website. Now, bearing in mind, I paid best part of £2,500 for this, so this is quite a bit of a saving hack. I'm also paying about £10 to £15 a month for my hosting, so I'm going to be able to save money on that. WordPress I find is a bit of a nightmare. I have purchased actually quite a lot of WordPress plugins that are actually going to become redundant. And that's all because GrooveFunnels and GroovePages, which is what I'm going to show you, is changing the game. It's making it so much easier for those non-techie people to be able to get involved and start creating pages. Not only that, if you are a bit of a techie person and you want to start getting involved with affiliate marketing, there's some real interesting hacks here that will fast track. So if you've got HTML code, and again, I don't want to go into technical jargon too much, but HTML code is like the code that backs up all the images. So if you land on somebody's website, so I'll show you this here. So you land on my website, I can right click anywhere on this website. I'm using Google Chrome as my browser. I want to view the page source. Now this will view the code in the background. I don't want you to get bogged down and think, oh, he's going into code. Oh, I'm going to get really stressed. And no, don't do that. But what I do want you to understand is where things are located and why that's important. So why it's important to understand where the source code is located is if you are starting in your online journey and you wanted to maybe you've purchased some templates. Maybe you've purchased some templates and they're in HTML. So therefore you can't import, or you think you can't import them into GrooveFunnels. Well, I'm here to tell you that you can, and it's fantastic. So all I need to do is copy this code. Now, please do not do this with somebody else's website. I will show you that you can do this with somebody else's website. But please don't do that. And I just want to show you that as an example. And this is the easy way of effectively taking what is your website and putting it into a new website straight away. Now, I'm not going to say this is going to work perfectly, but because some of the links, you're going to have to change some of those links. And that is why, although this is the easy way to recreate your website, I don't think it's the best way personally. So it will get better. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to press Command A for all the code, Command C or Control A, Control C if you're on a Windows machine. I want to copy all of that code. So press Command C, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to my GrooveFunnels account. If you haven't checked out GrooveFunnels yet, please do. It's a fantastic tool. I've got a link, offer.jamieselby.com. If you go to that, there will be a link there for you to be able to access some additional bonuses that I'm giving as part of this opening offer up to the 18th of October. So if we log in here, we go to GroovePages. It's a fantastic opportunity. You shouldn't. Everyone should be thinking about how they can create a business online. If you're a student, if you're a mature business owner, i.e. your business has been running for years and you've been thinking about creating that website but not really doing it, you don't really understand the internet world. Well, that's why I've created a community where I'm going to be helping you. People are going to be sharing within that community. I'm actively promoting that group at the moment. I'm spending £10 a day on ads to try and grow that community. And basically, the more members we get in there, the more community we've got, and the more people we can lean on. So if we're having problems building out GrooveFunnels, we've got that community there. So please do dip into that as it's a free resource. So please do use it. So I want to, I've got this here. So I'm going to start from scratch. I'm going to create a new site. So to take you back to basics, we could instantly import a template. Now, all these templates are available to me because I'm a paid member. The free members, what you'll get access to is, I believe, it's like the first few. So I think it's these first few, I think it's those first 10. but I get access to all of them because I paid for the lifetime offer. The lifetime offer, I think, was $1,397, which you might think, well, that's a lot of money during lockdown, Jamie. It's not when you take into consideration everything that you're going to get. Not to mention the fact that you're going to get templates. So if your website needs a bit of a refresh and you're thinking, actually, I don't really want to copy and paste my website, I just want to create a new website, then there's all these templates already created. So if you're in the finance world, maybe you want to create one of these websites. So we've got landing page lead generation opt-in, and we've got a thank you page there. If you're a business page, so we've got all these business pages here. So let's have a look. You've got thank you pages, opt-in pages. I'll explain those in a bit more detail. We've got small business pages. So again, lead magnet, thank you page, lead generation form. So again, let's just preview one of them so you can see what that is. Everyone's website, and this is where a lot of people make mistakes with websites. You could spend the whole next year with one website trying to make it search engine optimized, and it will start to generate you results. What's a better method and a cheaper method is to get people, is to pay for that, get that search engine optimization, draw people into your website, and get them to sign up to your email list. Once they've signed up to your email list, I know I really do hate email marketing, but it works. It really does work. So they sign up, you then start emailing them about really cool stuff, giving them value. What you don't want to be doing is just bombarding their inbox with something that's not useful to them, something that's not going to help their business grow. Does that make sense? So if you can give them value, you can then potentially lead them in to your website in a future date to actually buy something. Now, the amount of websites I see from accountants and bookkeepers in particular, where they're not actively selling on their website, they're not selling anything, they're not trying to get you to buy anything, they're just giving you information, and typically it's information overload. And there's a real opportunity for accountants and bookkeepers out there to maximize the opportunity that GrooveFunnels is presenting, because what you can do is you can start to create like mini websites that will point to your main website, but ultimately it's creating engagement. You're starting to see, you can start to test your website. So you could have 3 websites running alongside each other, test those websites and see what's generating the most amount of traction. But you see here, this is a very basic landing page. It's got a block here at the top, so you've got to understand the blocks and the architecture here. So what's happening is we've got a block here, we've got a second block underneath here, we've got a third block underneath here, we've got a 4th block and a 5th block. So all of those blocks are important to understand when building a website because they're your design architecture. Now, obviously, that looks quite nice. I might decide to use that as a template. I can then upload that and then change the content to my own content, change some of the images, and that's a great way to refresh what is your current website. So that's one way of doing it very, very quickly, is again just copying and pasting. But if we go to a blank template, and I'm going to call this test number 2. I just want to show you how quick and easy this is. So I'm going to press this button up here. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my source code. I'm going to press Command C again, just make sure it's got that in the Command V. So that's all I've done, Command C, Command V. I mean, anyone can do that, Control C, Control V. Anyone can do that on their computer. And all I'm going to click now is save. And there you go, done. How easy was that? That's it, end of the video. As you can see, it's so easy to do that. That has replicated my website. It's got my two books, so Legacy and Better Business, Better Life, Better World. I say my books, our books. So I co-authored that with 52 other entrepreneurs here for the Legacy, and this one here as well. I think it was 60 entrepreneurs we did with this one. Incredibly proud to be part of that. It's got all the content in there. It's got this here. So I'm going to go back into the code, see whether it's coming up with any errors. It's not coming up with any errors. Again, you'd need to be, the problem with this, and I guess this is a problem that GrooveFunnels is going to solve over time, is I can't now edit that within this screen. Does that make sense? Like it's actually taken a clone of my website. It's not, let me just go back. It's just taken a direct clone of my website. And you can see it's already causing problems because it's not actually saved. So let me do it again. Command V, save. Let me just save that there. Let me just see it. Let's see what it looks like. So you can see this. This is all working. I can play from here. I can click the buttons. Everything is basically working as it should. So videos play, videos play, videos play. Everything's working like it should. If I want to go to my YouTube channel, that link isn't working. Get this awesome book. So those links aren't working there. So I'd need to replace those links. But the actual embed of those videos is working. All the content's on there. And like I say, that's the easy way. It's not the way that I would recommend that you do this. So what's the hard way? And that's where everyone tunes out of the video. They're like, oh, I don't want to learn the hard way. Why do I want to learn the hard way? And the reason why you'd want to learn the hard way is if you're going to use GrooveFunnels going forward and you want to be able to make edits and change things within GrooveFunnels, then it's vitally important that you actually reproduce what is on your website. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to drag this over onto my other screen. And then I've got a template. So whenever you're building a website or building a website for yourself, always have some inspiration, have something that you're going to model your website on. Don't copy the content. So what I mean by that is don't copy the images on somebody else's website. Don't copy the text that's on somebody else's website. But one thing I will say for certain is do copy the layout, because if that competitor is already getting results from their website, then they already have war wounds. If they've been trading for 15 years and their website has not changed for 15 years, that would either tell me that they've been lazy and they've not even done any work on their website and they've got enough customers and they're not really bothered about marketing. That's fine. Or it could mean that actually they've got a lot of war wounds and they know that that website works. They haven't had to change it because it works. It generates leads time every single week without fail. They're getting leads. And if they're getting leads every single week, you need to learn from those that have gone before us. You know, I've spent in excess of £25,000 on my personal development over the last, like 7 years. I've spent an absolute fortune, and the reason why I've spent a fortune is because I wanted to learn. I wanted to learn what was working. I wanted to learn how these people had gone from nothing to being millionaires. How had they done that? You know, I'd created a very successful business. I then got a 6-figure sale exit on that business. I did really well from that. You know, but that was a bricks and mortar accountancy practice. It wasn't what I wanted to do. So that's what prompted me to start looking into what are other people doing? You know, what are other people doing to be successful? How are they becoming successful? And one of the people that took my interest was Mark Wickersham. I ended up then actually working for him for 2.5 years under cloud pricing, which was incredibly insightful, because when you're running a business that's a SaaS business or an online business, what opened my eyes, and I kind of had this epiphany moment, was how much money that you could generate whilst you slept. Like Mark's business was making sales every day, like every day, new sale, new sale, new sale, new sign up, new sign up, new sign up. I was just going through email after email after email, new sign up, message them, new sign up, message them, new sign up, message them. And it's such a nice thing to see. And as a business owner, it just changed my mindset. And I thought, well, how do I do that for other people? How can I help other people have the success that we had with cloud pricing? How can I almost transpose that thought process? And there was no tools out there other than ClickFunnels that was really promoting what it was that Mark had created. Mark had created this sales funnel, which was effectively a webinar. The webinar would then lead people into the sales page. That sales page would then close people. People would then buy, and then the sales would go through. Mark typically did all of his webinars live, and he still does to this day. But that's a method that works incredibly well for him. A lot of people now are actually like the Dean Graziosis, the Russell Brunsons. You can sign up for a webinar, but 9 times out of 10, it's going to be a pre-recorded webinar. It's going to be evergreen content that leads people in. So this is all important when you're thinking about creating your business online, and when you're trying to get inspiration for what you're going to create online. So for example, if I wanted to learn from Russell Brunson, I know that he's got a video introduction. I need to change this video introduction because this is an old one, which is why I want to update my website. So I'm actually thinking about scrapping this design completely because I don't particularly like it. Although it cost me £2,500. Don't. I don't particularly like this design, but some of the content and some of the context that this is putting, it's helping people, and the design inspiration was actually from Russell Brunson's website, because I was thinking, well, okay, he's already got war wounds, he's already got scars, he's already got battle scars, so let me learn from him. He's probably I would say probably the number one, him and Mike Filsaime are the number one online marketing gurus and the number one online salespeople. I mean, who else would put an offer? I mean, the GrooveFunnels offer at the moment, you can get it for free. So you get a free account to GrooveFunnels and you get $6,925 of bonuses for free. I mean, I don't know anybody else in the world that would do that. Now, this is a sales funnel, and you're going to, if you clicked on my link, you would then end up in a sales funnel, and you're going to say, oh, but I don't want to be sold to. Yes, you might not want to be sold to, and I don't like selling, but what I do like doing is I like providing value. I like helping people see the light. I like helping people in the world generally. I've created over 100,000 giving impacts through our giving through B1G1. And that's something that inspires me because I want to see change. I want to see what I want to see personally is I want to see more parents being able to have the choice to either homeschool their children, to have the choice to spend more time with their children, to have that choice, to not be saying to your children whilst running your business, I'm too busy. I've been there, I've done that, I've got the t-shirt, and I sobbed my eyes out at night, because I wasn't there for my children, I wasn't there for my wife, and that's what prompted me to start making changes, start changing my habits, start producing content for people, start listening to the gurus out there, start investing in myself. And I made that decision 3 years ago, ultimately to change my direction, change my path, and I've been on a blessed path. I'm very, very lucky to be in the position that I'm in. It's scary what's happening in the world, and I just want to help more and more people get their businesses online. I want to help them design websites and sales funnels that are going to convert, that are going to get people into your business, that's going to help you create your business online so you can actually actively sell something online. And I don't mean just having a website, I mean have a website that's selling, or have a website that's producing leads. It's capturing their contact details somewhere, so it's going to help you grow your business. So that's the inspiration for me giving away this my time for free. I'm giving away my time for free for the next all the way up to the 18th. I'm giving away an hour every day just to help you on your journey. And hopefully you decide to use the GrooveFunnels free account. Hopefully you use the affiliate link that I'll share with you. That does mean that you will be associated with me. So I then am basically your guardian. So I want you to be successful with GrooveFunnels. I want you to be able to make money from GrooveFunnels. And one of those ways is through affiliate marketing. So you could actively promote sales funnels or GrooveFunnels, sorry. And it doesn't take a lot to do that. So anyway, I hope you're having a fantastic day. Let's go into the more detailed stuff. Let's give you. So what I've noticed with some of my content is about now is where people drop off the content, because I get too detailed. I give you the how to. I give you the step-by-step how to do something. And typically when people are accessing this content on Facebook or YouTube, they tend to dip off because it's getting too detailed. Maybe they haven't dedicated time to go through the step-by-step. So the first step when designing a website is, like I say, get some inspiration. So all I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and recreate my own website. Now I've shown you a way with the code, how you can import it. So import that code. Look at that. So that's one way. Now I don't want to use that way. So I'm going to introduce a new page. I'm going to start from scratch again. I'm not going to use a template. I'm going to go back to my pages. I'm going to change this to my home page. Okay, so that should be my home page. So pages, and I can now delete that one. Sorry, confirm. And then I'm just going to start from scratch. So this is going to be my home page. So I'm going to edit some of the settings here. So I'm just going to call that my home page. Page title, Jamie Selby introduction. Here's where you can add some meta keywords. So this is going to help for search engine optimization. So I'm going to put Jamie, comma, Jamie Selby, J Selby, Selby. You know, if anybody's searching my name, I want those search terms to be coming up. Then online, business, business in general. Get your business that online. So we could spend a lot of time doing search engine optimization. Search engine optimization is important, but I'm not going to do that in this video. You've got custom CMS, CSS, you've got some codes, so basically tracking from Facebook pixels. So you can do all of those things. If you're having problems, you can just pay somebody else to do these things for you. And there are people, I mean, you can use someone like myself, or you can use somebody on Fiverr.com. You get what you pay for. And, you know, you have to work with somebody that you believe is going to take you on the journey that you want to go on. So, you know, I'm invested in GrooveFunnels. I'm going to be promoting GrooveFunnels. I'm going to be using GrooveFunnels in my own business. I'm going to be using it to create a membership. I'm going to be using it to create an email list. I'm going to be using it to create an e-commerce store. I'm going to be doing all of those things because everything I do is an online business, because I want to be at home. I want to be able to come pick my kids up at 3 o'clock. You know, that's important to me. I want to be able to drop my kids off at school because that's important to me. You know, I want to have that choice. So that's the reason why I do that. So let's do this. So first things first is we need to add in some blocks. So again, just to show you side by side, I can't really do it on just this single screen. So I'm going to create this block first. So to reduce the overwhelm and reduce, what I would say, thanks Alexa. What I would say is we just work on each section at a time. So let's just do the header section. So all I want to do is a header section. So navigation. So I'm going to add in a navigation. I want it to be white. I want a couple of buttons and maybe social media links. I'm going to go with that one. So that's first. I'm not going to do any design at the moment. This is effectively just going to be my wireframe. So I want links to my social media here. I want my logo here. I want my homepage icons to be showing up here. So homepage, blog, videos, those sorts of things from my original website. Then I want this what's kind of like a hero section. But it is, what do they call it here? They call it a cover. So on the cover section, I've got a video, and I've got a picture of myself to the left-hand side. So let me just see if I can find one. It's got the same. God, it's not that one. No. No. I'm sorry if I'm scrolling too quickly. I want to get this to show you. So what I'm going to do is, I think it's the contents on the right hand side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change my image from the left hand side. I'm going to move that to the right hand side, and then I'm going to add a video into the comments, so a bit like this. So I'm going to add that section there. So I know from a design element I'm going to do that, so that's fine, that can stay there. The next section I've got is not one of these hero sections, is a resources section. So I've got featured in MBV and Babington. So see if we can just find something there. I think that's possibly going to work. So I'm just going to add that in here. And again, any questions, please do ask. So I'm just checking the comment section to see if anyone's asking any questions. If you do have any questions, if you're watching the pre-recorded content, just put replay in the comment section. And then if you ask any of your questions again, I will get to those and I will answer any questions. So every single person asks a question, I will do my best to answer every single question personally, just me, not somebody else. Problems again with my Mac. So the next section, I've got an image, and then I've got some content. So let's see if we've got, so this one here. So again, all I'm doing is the layout at the moment. I'm not going to do the design. I'm just going to get the layout right. So I'm copying exactly. So I've got that one. Then I've got the opposite. Let's have a look, see if we've got something that's the opposite. Yeah, I've got the opposite there. And then I've got the opposite again. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to clone this section here. So all I need to do is copy that. And that's already done. So I'm just going to drag that down. There we go. And then I'm just going to use this section again. So I'm just going to copy that. And I'm going to drag that down. And so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And I've got one more. So I'm just going to copy this section here. And I'm going to drag this down. Again, just showing you how to just basically get the layout. Then I've got, I've actually got social links. So if I go to elements, sorry, not elements yet. Call to action. No. Let's have a look. So there's lots of different designs in here. Contacts. No. Is there a social one? Team, testimonials, gallery, forms, resources. No, don't like them. Gallery. No, I don't like them. Navigation bars. Could possibly use that. I could possibly use that. Yeah, so I'm going to use this one. So again, if you're just tuning into the video, I'm just recreating my website from scratch. I've got resources on my website. I've got downloads. I've got everything. So where's the downloadable boxes? So I've got my books, so I can use that one. Let's do that one. So again, I'm just getting the general layout ready. So I want to copy that. And I've got another one down there. So that's my second book. And then I've got another one of those. So I'm going to create another one of these hero sections here. So copy that and literally just drag and drop. Yeah, and then I've got my resources. So blocks, resources, and then it's videos. Actually, I'm going to go for gallery. Do you know what I'm going to do? Go for gallery. Yeah, that's going to work better. Drag it to the bottom, drop it in there. And then last but not least, I've got my footer. So in my footer, I've got a contact us as well. So before I go and waste any more time, and before I waste any more of your time, what you should do in this exact situation is once you're happy with the layout, so you're happy with the layout, what you should do is you should actually have a preview of it and just have a look, just see how it flows. You know, is it flowing all right? Would that work? You know, is there too much information? Do we need to get rid of some of those tiles? Probably need to get rid of some of those tiles. Now, you can see here that I mean, me personally, I don't like how that overlaps that. So I could lose that section. I've got that section in there. I might take that up higher. I do like this section here, and I like the fact that we've got this bit on the bottom here. So I'm going to actually start designing based on that. So again, just to show you what I'm doing. So I'm redesigning my website from scratch. So again, just to bring it over, you can see this is what I'm doing, is redesigning it from scratch. Well, not redesigning it, rebuilding it from scratch. And bearing in mind, again, I'm not a graphic designer. My background is an accountant. This is all self-taught, self-learned. I just want to show you how easy it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to change this top section. So I'm going to change this top section to white. So let's go to background, change the background to white. Oh, hang on. Undo. Make sure you're in the right section, Jamie. So on the bottom here, you can see what section you're in. So each block is a building block for what the customer's going to see. And then on top of that block, you're going to have containers. And those containers are going to contain either information, navigation bars, something else. So here I've got a logo, and here I've got the block. So the block, I want to change the background on. So I'm going to change the background from blue to white. And then I'm going to go to my logo, and I'm going to configure. I choose the image. So I've already uploaded my logo because I've had to play about with this before. So press select. And this is Jamie Selby logo. I'm not going to link that to anything at the moment, but I can do. So you can just add as many links to your website as possible. That's a little bit too big. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shrink that down as much as I can. Again, I'm trying to replicate what I've got here. I'm going to change this button as well. So I'm going to change the design of this button to be white as well. So change the background to white, and then I'm going to change the text to actually I'm going to change it to a grey. So I'm change it to a grey. That's a bit too dark. That's not my grey. I can actually drop in my grey. Now, when you hover over the button or activate the button, I can change what this does. So when you hover over it, I want it to go green. When you activate the button, I want it to go even darker green. I don't know what that's going to look like. I'll have a look at that in a second. So that's how you can change that in the settings there. Now I want to change some of the social media. So social media icons are here. You can't actually see them. So I'm just going to change that. I'm going to configure that. I'm going to change let's go to YouTube first. YouTube. Select that. I want to change the color. I'm going to go for a darker gray, and that's fine. And I'm going to link that to my YouTube channel. So again, just go to youtube.com, go to my YouTube channel. Let's go to my channel. And then I'm going to share my link. Where's my channel gone? Okay, Command C. And what I'm going to do is put the link in here. I'm not going to do all of these elements, but I'm just showing you just how you would edit it. So open in a new tab, because I don't want it to basically what opening it up in a new tab means is when they click the link, it will open up a new screen entirely. Which is obviously what you want to do, because you want to keep people engaged on your website. So update, you can see that there. So I'm just going to show you the second one. So again, just going to here, I'm just going to type in Facebook. We all know Facebook, hopefully. I'm just going to change again to that dark. I can change it like when I can change it when you hover over it as well. I can change that to the light green. Again, I'm not going to do that yet, so I'm just going to take my URL. So which is let's go to Jamie Selby. Now I can take these to a page, or I can take it directly to my my own personal one. So again, just make sure everything's working okay there. So just Command V, open up in a new URL, update. You can see that's that first section done. Now, again, that's how you reduce the overwhelm when you're building a website. So, or what I've found works for me. So I'm a beginner, just like you, and I used to look at the whole website and go, "Oh crap! Like, how on earth do you do all this? Like, it's just too overcomplicated. It's too overwhelming. I haven't got the time. Like, I just don't want to do it." So you can obviously overcomplicate the website design. You can have some real cool functionality and features and stuff like that, but that requires you to be a coder. You need to be able to put custom code in to really customize everything. You don't need that to be successful online. You know, I've seen some really awful sales pages just sell millions of dollars worth of product. You know, they can look absolutely awful, but if it's going to make money, you know, and you're going to deliver a fantastic product, then why wouldn't you? You know, don't be selfish. You know, be selfish, because actually, are you being selfish by not telling your customers what you can do for them? And I believe you actually are. So if I go back to my home page, okay, I've got this image of me in the background. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to change this background. So make sure I'm in the right element. Change the background. Let's go and choose an image, and I've got this picture in London, so I'm going to select that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make it a little bit darker, so I'm going to try and change it to my green, but what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to phase it out. There we go. And then I'm going to change this a little bit. So I'm going to delete some of these elements. So I don't need this at this bit here. I can have it there, but I don't want it there. So I've deleted that section. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in a video. So I want to add in a video. Every person's website should have a video as the first thing. Video is 73%. Is it 73% or is 80? It's probably actually closer to 80% more likely to watch a video than they are to actually read your content. So just putting a placeholder there. Now, for me to put my own content in here, I'm just going to, I hate this title. How to make money online. I'm going to change my title. And I'm going to change this. Actually, I'm just going to change this text here to a little darker. That's all right. It's not bad. And then I'm just going to change this image here to me. So I'm going to configure, choose image, and I'm going to use this one. And then select. It's not going to be perfect because I haven't selected the right size pixels. I'm going to change the image to Jamie Selby again. Again, I'm not going to have any links for that. You see there, like I say, it's not working perfectly within that frame. So what I could do is I can either shrink this frame or I can just push this down to the bottom. So I'm just going to push this down to the bottom for now, because again, it's not that vitally important. It's not going to be life or death, if that makes sense. Like, it's just, I've now got the image on there. Now to change the video here, all I need to do is configure. If I go to my YouTube channel, I can go to my videos now. With YouTube, you can host your videos that are available to everyone, or you can host them as private. If you host them as private, then only people who have access to the video ID will be able to share that video. So if I go to one of these videos, what I'm going to do is everything up to the equals sign. Now, if you wanted it to start at a certain time, you could actually put after it equals 11 seconds or something like that. Sorry, equals 11 seconds. So it'll start 11 seconds in. But obviously you can enable autoplay. So when they come to your website, that will automatically play. Google will probably override that and it probably won't work. So let's just update that. So that's now got my video in there. Let me just make sure that's the right link. I don't think that's the right link. Let me try this one. Command C. It looks the same. No, it's just slightly different. There we go. So again, you've got the thumbnail that's coming from YouTube, and I've been able to embed that, and I've been able to host that for free on YouTube. Now, again, I can access content that is not available to everyone else. So the next section I want to work on is, so these are features. So feature one, I was featured in BV. I haven't actually got that image. So award-winning successful online. This image here, I would put in their logo, but again, just to keep it simple, I'm just going to delete that out. I'm going to delete that out as well, and I'm actually going to delete that whole section out there. So what I can do now is I can either shift these along a little bit within that frame. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to shift these along a little bit. Shift this along. Oh, a little bit too far. that's something to do with the spacing. So let me just put the wrong frame again. Yeah, and then what I'm going to do is shift this whole thing along a bit more centralized. And this was my other feature was Babington. Loads, to be honest with you. Again, I'm just working on this section at a time. This section needs to be black, so I can delete the image. I'm just going to change this to black. I do actually need to add in another element, so I need a text element, so I'm going to add in a header 2. And why is that not pushing that down? Where's that gone? Elements, header 2. I think that's probably not. I'll just try header 1, see if that's working. Why is that not working? Okay, that's not working. I don't know why that's not working. So basically all I'm trying to do is I'm trying to introduce some text to go in this section above here. So what I can do is I can probably add in another block and do it that way. So if I do a block, and let's go to, actually, yeah, let's go to that. Where is it? Header, navigation. So let's just enter that. Oh, why have I done that? Drop block in there. I'm just going to add in an element, see whether the H1 will work in this section. That's what I wanted. So I'm just going to delete that, confirm. Let's make sure that is like centralized. I think there was a way of actually centralizing it. It's not working. So again, some of the features in GrooveFunnels are still being improved upon. But again, I just wanted to show you it doesn't have to be perfect. That's not what we're aiming for here. Was a lighter grey. This section here, background, needs to be black. That's not light enough grey, is it? There we go. Again, I don't like the location, so I'm going to center it a little bit. There we go. And there we go. That has got those two. Next section, I want to introduce some more images in the background. So I'm going to do background, choose an image. Let's go for this one. So this is when I was speaking at Accountex. And then I want to add in a background. So I'm going to choose that green again. Let's try and phase that like that. This section here, I'm actually going to add in a video. Then I'm going to delete this out. So I'm going to add in a video. No, I'm not going to add in an image. No, I'm going to add in a video because I'm video mad. Let's go elements. Then let's go YouTube video. Let's go here. I'm going to delete that as well. There you go. And then I could then start copy and pasting some of my content. So Command C, Command V. Just going to delete that. Delete the whole section. I didn't mean to do that. Why is that deleting the whole section? Something that's deleting the whole section, so I'm just going to delete the text. Yeah, that's probably a bit too big section there. So I'm actually going to delete that button. Confirm. I'll change this text to white, see what that looks like. That's quite good. I'll change that to mentor, as I prefer the term. So I'm going to need to siphon out some of this text. There's too much text here, but you can start to see, obviously, what I'm starting to create here. This one again, so if you've got an image block like that, you're then going to want to break up that image block with a solid block. So you've got an image block, you then want a more solid block because otherwise they start to blend in. You'll see this on this is what's happened on my website. So I'm actually going to change that background to, again, let's go for that light green. No, I don't like it. So I'm going to go for a light grey. No, don't like it. Not bad. Still I'm not fond of that. Let's go for the black again. Let's go for the black because it just breaks up the content, so you can see the different aspects. So then I can highlight some of my text. Command C again. I've got way too much text. I talk too much. I know. I've been told that. Daily life. And I can bring in my text. There's not a way of bringing in your Google text yet, so that is coming. I'm going to delete. Change that to white. Again, I'm going to add in a video. So I'm going to do elements. I'm going to bring in a video. Oh, come off it. Right, delete that. Confirm. Again, I can make this. I can make this video tile a bit bigger. I've just got to be careful because you can see that red box behind it. That's effectively what it's going to look like on a smaller screen. So you've got to be really, really careful that you don't overdo it. So if I just scroll that across, give a bit of padding. Again, I've got a video there. I could probably fit 2 videos in there, or I need to reduce my text because what I'm going to need to do on this lead page is I could entice you and then have a call to action button. So entice you, call to action button might be learn more, anything like that. Now, this is, again, error 101 for website building, is having too many calls to action on the lead page, having too much text that isn't flowing or isn't relevant to the thing that you're trying to tell the customer about. Because effectively what I've said in that, I can say in practically a minute video. So you could get more value from actually just watching a minute video. if that makes sense. And creating a minute video nowadays is so easy with the tools that we've got. I mean, I've created an hour's worth of content here using StreamYard, and I'm recreating my website now. I'm not 100% happy with it, but I'm moving through each section as I go through it. So again, I don't want to get into too much of the technicals, because I can start changing the color codes, I can start changing some of the design in the background, but I don't want to get into that in this video, because again, that will be confusing. So again, YouTube video, drop in the placeholder, delete this, confirm. I've got my next step, which is journey to success. So change that there. And this is almost like a mini CV, really, for want of a better word. It's one of the first ever videos I ever did as well. As you can see, the text is just way too much. I don't really want to make the text size smaller than 1, because that's like standard text size. So if I was to shrink that too much, so I'm going to blend another nice background on that. See if I can introduce a background. So let's go backgrounds. And the great thing about here is, obviously I've already uploaded a few images, but you might decide actually I don't want those images. I want some of the free stock images. So if I go on the free stock images and I want something with a white background, just to give some kind of background, I think. Let's click that one. Let's try that one. So again, I can use colors and add that in. No, it's wrong side. So delete that. Choose an image. I'm going to bring in that one from the left. So right. Select. Hey, where's that gone? Choose. Select. And then save. You see there, I've got that image in there as well, so that's quite cool. I can bring my video up a bit more. So I've got some design elements going into that. Oh, why is that not going any higher? A nice image. I can phase that background out as well. So again, I can go to the background. I can add an overlay color. Sorry, I'm in the wrong section. Make sure I'm in the wrong section, right section. Add an overlay. So I'm going to add a white background, and then I'm going to phase that out. There we go. So all of these are little design tips to make your text pop more. So if you want your text to pop more, that's one way of doing it. If you've got a big area to fill, again, you can have calls to action, but the calls to action should be the same call to action every single one. So with mine, I'm going to be changing it to book an appointment, book an appointment, book an appointment. This one, I could actually change this video to be a bigger video. I could actually drag this video over to this right hand side. I've got another image of me with the pointy fingers. I can redo one. So on my iPhone, I'm recording this on my iPhone, and I'm live streaming from my iPhone. What time are we at? So we're 5 minutes past what I wanted to do for the live stream, and I'm kind of halfway in there. So you can see I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more sections to go. So I reckon it would take me probably another 2 hours to completely redesign this. Now you might be saying, Jamie, I haven't got 2 hours to spend. If you haven't got 2 hours to spend, then you could get me or someone like me to redo that design for you. So you could be saying, Jamie, I want something designing for me. I will design it for you. I will then send you a first draft with unlimited revisions, because I'm not happy until you're happy. What I would do is, obviously, I would build out your page within GrooveFunnels, and then all I need to do then is just export. So I can export that site. When I export the site from GrooveFunnels and you import it into your GrooveFunnels, you will have all of the same functionality that I have got here. So just so you're aware, so you're going to have all the functionality that I've got here. The reason why I'm not getting that functionality when I'm importing the source file from WordPress is because WordPress is the code is slightly different. So the GrooveFunnels application doesn't know, well, okay, do I need to have a box here? Can I add in the edit box here, if that makes sense? So there's lots of code changes that would need to be made in order for you to be able to update it within GrooveFunnels, if that makes sense. But let's just preview what I've done so far. You see, automatically plays. Hey, okay. You see that? I've got that in there. I don't like that, so I'm gonna have to change that a little bit. I've got the video in here. I've got the image in the background. I can put a box behind that if I want to make that pop even more. I quite like the white on the black. I think that looks quite cool. I actually quite like the white, black and white on this one as well. I think that's quite nice. And then obviously I just need to change those sections there. So, and that was done in less than 45 minutes. So again, bear in mind, I'm not a designer. A website developer might be watching this thinking, whoa, Jamie, you're taking way too long to do these things. You know, I expect that. You know, I'm not going to say, you know, I'm a complete and utter expert at designing websites. You know, but what I am going to say is that I can do it. And if you want help and support, then come and join the community that we're setting up in Facebook. Get your groove online. So all about helping you get online. Going to be online marketing tips, business tips, how to set up your bank accounts to make sure that you're putting money in the right boxes so that you can grow your wealth. Ultimately, my goal is to help you become financially free. And if you're financially free, that's going to give you the freedom to make the decisions you want to make in your business, make decisions you want to make in your life. If you want to stay at home with your children and have that time, fantastic. If you want to go to the spa and pay for a babysitter, you know, you need money to be able to do that. And okay, COVID to do one. But the point is that, you know, don't think of money as this adverse thing. Money is a tool that's going to help you help more people. Anyway, thank you for joining me today. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I shall be going live again tomorrow at around about 12 o'clock. Take care. Bye-bye.